David Staples here for some Cult of Hockey talk. Can Justin Schultz turn it around in another NHL city? Most Oiler fans would think the answer to that is no. They've completely lost faith in Schultz. They think he's a terrible player. But Ray Ferraro, who's a pretty sharp commentator and was a pretty good NHL hockey player, was on Jason Gregor's radio show yesterday, and Ferraro had a different take on it. Here's what he said to Gregor. What happens if Schultz goes to a new place for a team that's looking for somebody to play on the power play and he puts up 15 points in the last 20 games? Ferraro asked. Like he gets to a team that's got a really good power play. Now, Gregor was skeptical such a thing could happen, but Ferraro insisted on this point. Teams get tricked all the time, Jason, Ferraro said. Now, there's this idea out there that the Oilers are a high-scoring team with all kinds of offensive talent. But the fact is, this is a team that's struggled to score, and the power play hasn't been great. So, Ferraro makes a good point. What if Schultz goes to a team that has the right tactics and players on the power play? In Edmonton, there's always been a major tactical problem with the power play. They've decided to run it with Schultz at the top and the other major distributor, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Well, both players can pass the puck, but neither player has a good shot. You can't run a strong power play with two guys at the very top who can't shoot that puck hard, accurately, dangerously on net. But that's what the Oilers have done for years. That is a major tactical mistake, and Todd McClellan made it again this year. It's part of the reason the Oilers' power play has been so weak. What if Schultz goes to a team, though, that has two off-wing shooters on the half wall, ready to fire it away? That might work for the player. Ferraro makes a good point about what it will take for Schultz to succeed. It's not only that power play success, he's got to have the right balance between success on offense and balanced out against the inevitable mistakes that Schultz will make on defense. Can Schultz crank that up and change that equation? He didn't get it done in Edmonton this year, but with the right power play and perhaps with renewed determination and the sense that if he doesn't pick up his defensive play, he's out of the NHL, Schultz can figure this out in another place. So, as Ferraro was saying, he doesn't think this is likely to happen, but it's not totally unlikely either. I'd say the same thing. Schultz is very likely to be moved in the next few days. I'd say he's a very interesting bet for another NHL team to make. For the Cult of Hockey, I'm David Staples.